start making using the command shell. I'll use it. So I'm gonna use a box. You can use any type shape you want: cone, cylinder. I will use a cylinder. Too many boxes in one day. I'm gonna go to a view that I can see it easily in. So isometric is best. I'm gonna draw a cylinder. Draw it up. I'm gonna change that to a visual style that I can see better. So visual, conceptual. Select that. I'm gonna change the color for you guys. The screen. There we go. So I got that set up. Your object may be different shaped. It could be like a vase, an awkward shape, and anything like that. I'm gonna also draw one more, but I'm not gonna draw a. What I'm gonna do for the other one is actually I'm gonna draw a mesh solid. Mesh. There we go. Solid box here also, just for reference. And change all the layer. Anyways, so I have one that's solid and one's a mesh. To prove it that it's a mesh, I'm going to smooth it down. There we go. So I got solid and mesh. What I want to do is go to modify, 3D operations, or solid editing, shell. Shell is a important piece. If you want to shell an item like a bottle or something, it's very useful. I recommend using that. So you click shell, then you select a actual object. You click on enter because it asks you which face to remove, what you don't want to shell. I'll show you how to remove it and what happens if you don't remove it. Let's say we don't want to remove any face, so we just click enter and we type in, in this case I'm going to do an inch thickness from the inside. Enter, enter. Now I'm just going to slice it from the side, move it over, and for a better view I'll rotate it around so you guys can see it's sliced and there's a 1-inch thickness to it, and it's actually sliced all over through the whole thing. So I'm going to do the same exact thing I did before right here, except this time I'm gonna do a little different because I'm going to modify solid editing shell, select the object. I'm going to modify solid editing shell, select the object, and I'm going to remove the top face so it's unlit. Click enter, and I'm going to type in the offset distance or the thickness of the shell, 0.25. So at that point, when I deselect the face, it actually removes that face pretty much. So it doesn't get, it doesn't offset from that side, so it becomes clear. So at that point it clears up, and you have an actual cylinder that's closed. It's capped from the bottom. And I guess you can do the same thing with a mesh. You should be able to do the same thing. Shell, select. First, select the smooth it. Actually, I got to unsmooth it. That might cause a problem. And then I can go to shell, select. And I deselect a piece. So say I selected that piece, and I type in distance for 1. Hopefully my computer doesn't freeze. Oh, hold on. This one. Mesh might be may cause problems and might not allow you to do this. So I recommend doing the shell and solids because that's the easiest way to do it, and it will always work most of the time. Unless there's issues. Again, shell. There we go. Alright. It actually worked. I don't know why I had problems before. So I'm going to go back, undo, and show you guys how I did that. I have that mesh object. I didn't read through the actual specifications they were asking me when I selected it. Right here. Convert selected object to smooth 3D solid or surface. Or convert selected objects to facetate 3D solids and surfaces. That's the one I want. And then I just deselect what I don't want it to offset, and just get space, and then I'm going to type in distance, and there we go. I have a box shaped in a weird shape, and it's actually a mesh, so if I wanted to, I could extend it out and make it into a weird, cool shape by holding control and pulling it, holding and pulling, holding control. Yeah, so that is a way of making an object that with using shell command with mesh or solids.